Welcome to the Take 2 with Tonia podcast with your host, Tonia Myers. This is a space for women 50 years and older to create the life we have always wanted and dreamed of. On this podcast, expect to have your mind expanded, your spirits uplifted, and your soul encouraged. We will explore the self-development journey of others and pull from it the gems needed for our own self-transformations. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Take 2 with Tonia. We are here today with another episode packed with much information, all types of gems and jewels that you will be able to use to better your life. I have a wonderful guest with me today that I have been watching from the sidelines. She probably doesn't even know I've been watching her, but I've been watching her. You never know who's watching this. So I've been watching her, and she's doing big things, great things in the kingdom, great things in the marketplace. And I want to have her on here to tell us about it. You know, my target audience are women that are 40 and older who are trying to get to the second phase of their life and figure out, what do I do next? Things have changed with the world and how things are going. And you want to know what you want to do next? I'm bringing people on here every week to help us with ideas, to talk us through things that they've done, to let you know that all things are possible. The Bible says all things are possible through those who love Christ. And I'm here with Mrs. Tracey Shorter, and she's going to let us know that all things are possible. So let's clap it up for Miss Tracey. Hey, Tracey.
Hey, Tonia. I am so super excited to be here today and to talk with the audience.
I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. Glad you're here. It's about time that we got to sit down and chat a little bit. You know, we're always on the move.
Absolutely.
So let's tell our people about the wonderful Tracey Shorter and what all Tracey Shorter does, so they can have an idea. And then we'll go back to how you kind of got started and how you branching off, pivoting, and all the things, because I know you had a pivot during the COVID. So this is like perfect to help people understand. You can go ahead and tell us about it.
Great. So Tracey Shorter is, I am the CEO of Tracey Shorter Enterprises, and under that umbrella, I operate the travel agency, which is our full service travel agency, Shorter Route Travel, and the B.E.L.I.V.E. Vision Academy. Now, under these two particular businesses, I'll say, I use one particular word, believe. And we'll definitely get into that because it's loaded. It's fire.
Right.
It's fire.
Okay.
It's totally life-changing. It's life-changing for me.
Okay.
And the way I actually operate my business now is completely different than when I did before. I've been in business for over 15 years.
Okay.
But what I'm doing now, I actually told somebody today, I am actually very busy, but I am a happy business owner.
Oh, good.
There's nothing like having a business and being happy with the business that you're doing,
Exactly.
Not going to bed stressed. So I love what I'm doing in the travel industry. I love what I'm doing in the B.E.L.I.V.E. Vision Academy, which is helping women uncover, rediscover themselves through the word believe. And we, like you said, we reach that time and place in our lives where we have to pivot, and we have to, the titles that we tend to wear earlier in life are not necessarily needed as much in the same support role. So it's like, what do I do next? Right. And that's exactly what happened to me, on top of a few other things. But long and short is, operating a business, I didn't believe in myself, and I was just out there operating a business.
Seriously. I never would have known. I never would have known.
And it's amazing that most people say that, but it's amazing what you don't know about a person when they go behind closed doors.
Correct.
And you know, I'm very transparent in this story now of cutting myself and saying that I was living in a masquerade. I was wearing a mask.
Okay.
I was doing what people expected me to do. I was operating and smiling, but I was always doubting myself. Okay. You know, so self-esteem issues. And for women, that's a big one.
That's
You
huge,
know, it's
huge.
huge. So I I just had to really go back, and especially I'll say, you talk about the pandemic, but for
Yes.
me, life changed in 2016.
Okay.
In 2016, while in service, I praise and worship is my thing. I love it. We get it on and it's fire. But
Hmm.
I experienced a unexpected medical forecast in 2016
Okay.
that completely changed my life.
Hmm.
And so God had given me the word believe earlier in the year, but I didn't know that I was going to need it to the magnitude that I did.
Okay.
And so when that happened, he started to break the words down, break the letters down for me.
Okay.
So the B, let's talk about what believe means, because
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
it's not just believe.
Not just a cute shirt, huh?
It's not just a cute shirt. It's cute.
Right.
It's cute. But each letter has 7 principles.
Okay.
And you know the word actually 7 letters. 7 means complete.
Correct.
So these principles allow me now, I feel like my life is complete because I operate within these 7 principles within my life now.
Okay.
So let's talk about the letters.
Let's talk about it. I'm taking notes, so let's talk about it.
So the B is to be yourself.
I like that.
And it's ironic to say that you would have never thought that I was not operating in that. It's not that I was being fake or phony, but I also didn't know myself.
Hmm.
You know, I wanted to please everybody. I wanted to please, make sure everybody was happy. But that's it's not a bad, I won't say that's a bad thing. You want people to be happy, but you have to be happy too.
True. True. So very true.
You know, so I had to learn the boundaries of where that fit. The E
Hmm.
is empowerment is key. I had to learn my voice, and that my voice was important, and that my voice had power. And so that's what the E stands for.
So, what kind of things did you do to learn your voice, or to find your voice, even?
Oh, I actually started reading more self-help books.
Okay.
Um, and I started taking understanding boundaries. I
Yes.
started creating boundaries for myself. And with creating, because with empowerment, it's granting power and right or action to someone. So
Okay.
that's whether that be yourself or
Hmm.
someone else. So for me, I had to grant power and right and action to myself.
Okay.
So that meant taking back my power to say no without excuses,
Right.
power to say yes when I needed to, and or give
Because
myself
those are
action.
complete sentences. No is a complete
No.
sentence.
Oh, but
Yes is.
no was never a complete sentence for me. It was no because da.
Yes. Yes.
It was
Yes.
never just no.
Right. Just no. Good.
It was
So,
never just
mhm.
no.
That's huge. That's
It's
huge. Learn how
huge.
to do that. Hmm.
It's huge. And then actions, taking the actions to learn, going back to the B, be
Hmm.
yourself,
Hmm.
taking the actions to do some things to determine who myself really was.
Okay.
So one of those things was I thought I loved the beach.
You don't like the beach?
No,
Oh my God, that's blasphemous.
no. This girl is a mountain chick. Okay.
Okay.
Give me the mountains. I thought I was in love with the beach. Now I like looking at the water and
Yeah.
I'll go to the beach, but I'm not a beach person.
Oh
I would
God.
much rather be in the mountains hiking and walking. I like that.
Hmm.
I didn't realize that till I started examining some things myself versus just
Okay.
saying, yeah, I like to do that. No, I don't.
So has shorter travel kind of helped you figure that out too, being able to travel a little bit?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
it has helped me tremendously figure that out because I've really seen a lot of the world through the travel
Okay.
agency.
Okay. We'll come
So
back to that. So what's the L?
live life now. So that jumps right into the travel. But
Right.
when that medical forecast happened, I was just operating like I was gonna always just be here.
Okay.
That
Right.
I had time I had time.
Isn't that
And
how we do it though? That's
and
totally how we
that's
do it.
exactly how we
I'll
do
do it
it.
tomorrow.
Uh,
We'll do it
it
next
we
year.
got time, or you know, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
That they say don't worry about it, be happy. But you don't need to worry about it. You do need to be happy, but some things you need to take care of
Right. Mm-hmm.
because those things affect other people.
Right.
From taking care of financial affairs and taking care of making sure certain things are in place for my family. So it was some
Okay.
things I needed to self-check, but live life now.
Okay.
And of course, you've already talked about the I, you just didn't know it.
Okay.
The impossible is possible.
Okay. Okay.
And originally when I started my business many, many years ago, it was me and my business. And
Mm-hmm.
many entrepreneurs start their business as sole proprietors, and they say, well, I'm in business, I'm a sole proprietor, but you can't be in business by yourself.
Right. Right.
And I don't necessarily mean by saying you do need a team and you do need support, but I actually partnered with God in my business
Okay.
in
Okay.
2016. So
Mm-hmm.
I definitely made a shift of making God my business partner,
Okay.
meaning I'm praying and asking God for something for the business. So why not make him the partner and actually have meetings with him and be in partnership with getting questions answered, taking the
Right.
questions to him
Right.
about what needs to happen. Is me and you in this
Mm-hmm.
partnership, because I'm saying the impossible is not the impossible is possible with God.
Right.
Well, I need to ask him the questions because he's the partner.
That's good. He is the partner
He
and he
is the
does have the
partner.
answers. He can keep me from messing up. Right.
Right. So that was one of the major shifts that I
Mm-hmm.
made in the business was my weekly business meetings with God
Okay. Okay. I
on
like
my
that.
calendar.
Okay. You schedule it?
I schedule it.
Okay.
I schedule it. And I used to work 7 days a week.
Right.
7 days a week. I mean, point blank, I didn't have a problem going to church on Sunday and scheduling client meetings after church. And I was always working.
Right.
It was never a thing for me not to be working. And like I said, in 2016, everything shifted. And I was like, no, I have to have an off day. I have to close my business down. You
Mm-hmm.
know, all of these other business, Chick-fil-A closed on
Filet
Sunday.
shut all the
And
way down,
and
don't
Hobby
they?
Hobby Lobby is closed. You're not going to get no crap paper and
Right.
no flowers and whatever you doing for this weddings and all that. You ain't going in there
Right.
this
None of
Monday.
that.
So I made Sundays my day too. I
Okay.
don't schedule any meetings, do no client calls. I don't do anything on Sundays.
Okay.
And my family did not believe it
Mm-hmm.
because I've said it before and never committed to it. And this last almost year and a half, I've stuck to it. And now it's like they know that I'm serious.
Okay. Okay.
So
Good, good, good.
I know. The episode was getting real good and I'm disturbing you. However, I want to take a minute to let you guys in on something that I'm a part of right now that has been more than a value add to me, right? I'm part of a group called the Morning Meetup. It's hosted by David Shands, who is one of the top entrepreneurial and business podcasts on the podcast networks right now, right? David Shands is called the Social Proof Podcast. Well, we have a group where every morning at 7 a.m. Central Time. We meet, and there's hundreds and hundreds of people in there. We read a book of the month, all sometime about business, about mindset. So there's some books that we've all read, and then also we have open Q&A, and there's all kind of discussions that go on. Well, I have an opportunity for you to join this group for $1. $1 to join this group. It's a trial. If it's not any good to you, you can get out, and it's no skin off of anybody's back, but I guarantee you this will be value add. Click the link below in the bio and join the morning meetup and get all of the good juice and nuggets and gems that I have privy to every day with the morning meetup. They meet Monday through Friday. It's no group like it on the planet. If you're looking for a family, then the morning meetup can be that family. It can be that group of people that you need to help you. Remember, the people you surround yourself with, you can tell what your destiny is going to be by watching the people that you surround yourself with. So click the link below. Click it. Go ahead. Click it. It's in the description to join the morning meetup. Okay? Thanks. Bye. Let's get back to the episode at hand.
Well, we're gonna right now. I just want to welcome on the people who are. I'm talking with Tracey Shorter of Tracey Shorter Enterprises, and she's filling us up with lots of gems. She's letting us know what B.E.L.I.V.E means. She has a new venture that she has started called the B.E.L.I.V.E Vision Academy, and she's working through it, and she's letting us know how that word believe has come alive in her life, and she's breaking down for us right now what those 7 letters mean. So the B was be yourself. The E so far is empowerment is key. The L is live life now. The I is impossible is possible. And I want you to continue to listen in because she's going to break down the rest of those letters for us. And ladies, some of you gentlemen too that are listening, this is so imperative that we do believe this. I think this is like very, very timely at this time and point that she came in with these 7 principles. So Tracey, go ahead and finish telling us what the rest of the letters are. I think we're on letter E again.
We're on letter E. We've got three E's in believe. So this is encouragement.
Okay.
So that's be an encourager for yourself and others. So with encouragement, it's all about saying the I am statements for myself.
Okay.
So instead of the negative thoughts that I was thinking about myself, because I always thought I am too tall.
Did you?
I was like,
it's so funny you say that because I used to think I was too dark. Yeah.
I am too tall. And then God blessed me with this short, wonderful husband.
Right.
Like, what is this?
Right.
You know? But I'm like, and so one of the things is I would never stand up tall because I was like, I'm taller than my husband. So I need to
slump a little. Down. Okay.
And so he took all of that away from me. And so in encouragement, I had to start encouraging myself and saying, I wrote down, a friend of mine was doing a Facebook Live one morning as I was going to work. And she started talking about the I am. I am, and you fill in the blank.
Right.
And I was like, oh, that's good. So I adopted that. And I was like, I'm going to write down my own I am statements and start applying that to myself. And so that's where my encouragement came from was I wrote down, I am healed. I am beautiful. I am worthy. I am an excellent speaker. Just whatever those things were that I wanted to be that I didn't even think that I was, I wrote it into a statement and posted it on my vision wall.
Okay.
So I would look at it every day. And as the more and more I looked at it, the more and more confidence began to build for me in those areas and even opportunities because I started having to walk in those areas as well.
Right.
So,
right.
sometimes you write stuff down. There it comes. So, but encouragement. But then also cheering for others. You know, we have to encourage our brothers and sisters too. When you see somebody else that has had a winning day or they've achieved something, let them know, root for them, tell them congratulations. You know, the saying goes, give people their flowers while they're yet here.
That's it. Tell
people that you care about them let them know, because you just never know when you won't have the opportunity to do that.
That's
So
true.
that's the E.
Okay.
And then of course the V is for vision. Habakkuk 2:2 is of course we all know the scripture, write the vision
Write
and
it
make it
down.
plain.
Mm-hmm.
And so I started as a strategic planner, being a previous wedding planner, I was always in planning mode.
Mm-hmm.
So strategy is definitely my strong suit. So I started having already doing the business meetings weekly. Writing the vision was just an aspect that I was just continuing with the business. But
Okay.
I did not really have a personal family vision.
Okay.
So this is where I included my husband,
Okay.
where we got together and began to create that family vision for ourselves, because we had become empty nesters.
Okay.
So it's like, okay, it's just me and you.
Right. Just
It's
me
like
and
just
you.
me and you. And you said take two, it's just me and you.
Right.
So what are we gonna do now? We're looking to retire. How
Mm-hmm.
quickly can we do this? What does our money look like?
Right.
And if we don't have what we need, how can we get there?
Okay. Okay.
So we started having a conversation.
Oh, good. Good.
And so we begin to see what that social security might look like and what
Right.
that retirement 401k might look like.
Right.
So
How we need to
we,
supplement it.
how we
Uh-huh.
need to supplement it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What needed to happen
Mm-hmm.
versus waiting 15 years from now, and we're at that point.
Right. Right.
So we started having we created a family plan.
Okay.
Now we go back to that yearly, but I would like to do it every 6 months, but I can get him to narrow down to yearly. So
Okay.
we do that yearly. I say 6 months, but you got to take what you
You
can
might have
get.
to just be like, okay, so I just want you
Hey,
to read this again. Here, I just want to make sure you don't want to add nothing. The Lord ain't dropped nothing in your spirit. If you did,
yeah,
just tell me. I'll
but
I'll fix it. But
yeah, but I
yeah.
think with the vision, you need that family vision as
Mm-hmm.
well as a business vision if you are an entrepreneur.
Right, right.
You can't forget the other one.
Mm-hmm.
You need to make the plan for both.
Right, right, right.
So, and then the last E is to enjoy life. It's a
Okay.
vital part of the journey. And that of course was definitely my travel. So
Right,
yeah, it's
right.
to enjoy life. It's a vital part of the journey. Learning to smile more, learning to laugh more.
Mm-hmm.
I did not do that.
You
I
did
was
it?
I was, you know, I could tell you this. Somebody and they probably will listen to your podcast, but they were like, you're so serious all the time.
You were. I will say this. You were serious.
You
But I figured I just caught you when you were in the middle of, you were handling business. So.
But I was really like that at home too. I
Okay.
was serious all the
Uh-huh.
time. And I just didn't know how to relax. I didn't know how to
Right.
turn it off.
Okay. Okay. All
You
right.
know, if some people they're so structured, their business, they're doing business all the time. And when they get home, they just still in that mode. They don't know how to turn it off.
Right.
And so it took a while for me to relax in that mode and to get to turning it off.
So what did you do to relax? What did you do to start getting to the point where, oh, let me just take a deep breath and woosah.
I started walking away from my computer, and then walking away from my computer because I used to love to read.
Uh-huh.
And so I
Uh-huh.
went back to reading, and
Mhm.
I took up adult coloring.
Okay.
I do adult coloring on Sundays. I just had to learn how to relax
Okay.
first.
Mm-hmm.
And then things began to do, and then I began to interject myself back into my family mode because my family is funny. They're
Uh-huh.
hilarious.
Okay.
They're laughing, they're doing different things, but I was working,
Okay.
and they just who I was.
Uh-huh.
But I just had to interject myself away from the mode of the work
Right. Right.
and go back. And then I started going out and doing things. I mean, if I see something on Facebook. I might go to it. I just and my bucket list. I created the bucket list of trips,
So,
and
trips. Okay. Okay. Uh-huh.
I definitely created the bucket list of trips
Uh-huh.
and started doing the trips. So I've done Cabo San Lucas.
I want to
I've
do
done
that. We need to talk.
yeah. I've done,
I
I've done Nice and France, Barbados.
Okay.
So I've done three international trips already. So
Uh-huh.
just going through my bucket list.
Okay. 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 Yeah, we need to talk because I got a bucket list and, I plan to do them. We're going to take the kids actually in January. We're going to take them on their first cruise. It's a 3-day because I want to see how they're going to, do with the water, right? Get to make sure that, because I want this to be like this whole belief thing. I need this to be a part of their life now. So I'm trying to interject this type of stuff into their life. So they're not 50 and like, oh God, I don't know how to enjoy life. I don't know how to live now, So I'm, yeah. So we can talk. So was part of this doing the shorter route travel, which I love that name too, shorter route.
my my husband came up with that one Sunday morning on our way to church. I was like, okay, I got to turn this name into the business. I got to turn the name into the company. He's like, just take shorter route travel. It was supposed to just take that. And I was like, you sure? Because it was going to be his company name.
Okay.
He's like, just take that. You can have it. You're part of the bit. You can
okay.
Okay. Sure. Thank you. I'm going to do it well. I'm going to do it well.
Okay, so that's good. Yeah. I saw you doing all of the like going on the cruise ships and looking at the rooms. I remember watching you on Facebook doing all those little different tours and stuff. So were you kind of did shorter route travel take a hit during COVID or?
Whew. Yeah.
Yeah. But you're bouncing back now, right?
Yeah, it's coming back. I was very big with the cruises because I love to cruise.
Okay.
I don't like the beach, but
right.
I do like being on the water. And what I like about cruising, one thing about is that it allowed me the opportunity to see many different islands and different places so that I can determine where I want to go back. That's how I ended up at Cabo San Lucas because I took a cruise there and I was like, oh, I definitely want to come back here.
Okay.
So it allows you the opportunity to see different locations and say, oh, I would love to spend more time here.
And then do a land-based
trip. And then do a land-based trip.
Okay.
Right. Because I've heard people say, well, I've gone land-based this place and I got there and I hated it, So with a cruise, you got an option of basically testing out and doing a little mini trial to see which one you like best.
Right.
But we are beginning to come back. We have expanded our services more into a little bit more land-based options.
Okay.
As well. I am getting ready to at international because I want to do international. So I'm getting ready to go to Bali next year as well as Dubai because those are two markets that I am interested in and I definitely want to sell.
Okay.
So before doing that, I'm making those connections with vendors and I like to research the market before just taking large groups there.
Oh, if you need somebody just to go with you to help you, I have my passport and let me get my purse. And I'll go help you research.
Sound like you always ready to travel.
always. And, part of, like you said, the whole belief thing is, I remember I told my brother a few years ago, growing up, I used to always think that Disney was for rich people, right? So my beliefs and my vision and stuff then was small. And I remember even up to adult, I'm telling you, this was within the last 10 years. We went to Orlando and we were at a conference on the Disney property. And I said, I used to, and I kept that for the longest, thinking that it was just unattainable and unreachable to go to Disney. And I've always wanted to just, go down there and see it. And I still haven't done it just because it's lower on my priority list. We went to Cancun about a month ago and that was like great. But I'm just saying that to say that all of this is so doable, and you coming up with that whole believe thing. I didn't believe I could do it. And and I'm like, oh shoot, this is doable. We can do this. So I love the whole concept of the Believe Vision Academy. And do you kind of like, let's talk about the Academy a little bit. What is it going to be like? What is it like? What are how's it going to work? And
so I want to say this, and I'll definitely answer your question.
mm-hmm.
One thing about the travel too is, and a lot of people have that thought with, even with international trips, that they can't go, because I felt like when I that way about Paris, I got to see the Eiffel Tower. But
and that has been on my bucket list. It's all over my room. My baby knows. So I'm like, if you can show me how I can get to Paris and I have to sell my house, then we really need to talk. Go.
Right, because we can schedule that out, and you can make those payments in smaller payments where it doesn't affect your it's just gonna hit you. You're gonna be making a monthly payment, but it's not something that's astronomical.
Okay.
That's gonna be like, oh no,
Oh, so I can put it on layaway.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Well, then let's do
yes,
that.
ma'am. Yeah. So all of my trips have been that way. I just didn't pay $5,000 and just, or $3,000 and just go.
Okay.
Those were over time. So we planned those out.
Okay.
So I help family create adventures.
Oh, that is a good point. That is a good point. And I don't want us to just kind of gloss over that. I want people to know that it is doable. If your family,
Absolutely.
She just said, if your family wants to go on a trip, you can plan it out and make incremental payments on it over time to ensure that you can do it. So don't just believe and think that it's unattainable, because it is. And shorter route travels can help you attain the impossible.
Absolutely.
And make it possible. See how I put that in there?
That's it. I couldn't bypass that, because so many people don't, because they think that they can't. And that's what we say is, no, it's possible. Talk to me. I can show you how we can do this. You may not be able to do it this year, but you can do it next year, and I can show you how to do that.
Oh, we talking, because Paris is on our but even my little girl, she wants to go to Paris too. We all want to go to Paris. So yes.
So but in the academy, we do it's basically going to serve right now. I have a vision and goal planning workshop that's going to be taking place on January the 8th of 2022. That's going to be a 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. one-day workshop, where I will, a lot of times it's like these vision boards and people come in and create a vision board. No, we're not doing a vision board. It's basically, we're talking about how you create goals that you actually accomplish. Most people create goals, and they create my goals for the year. I don't do yearly goals. I work with goals in quarters.
Okay.
So we work with 90-day segments. So that's how the academy is set up. The academy is set up where you sign up for the yearly program. However, we work with you in 90-day components.
Okay.
We create 3 target goals for the 90 days, and then we created action steps, and then the plan to accomplish those 3 goals within those 90 days.
Okay.
And then we build on that. So now you look at it over the course of the year, you have accomplished 12 goals within the course of a year, versus at the beginning of the year, you write all these goals down.
Then you get one. Maybe you might get one.
Right. So we break things down into 90-day components. And through the workshop, that's going to be a group setting, and that's going to be a very limited seating. So when the flyer goes up in the next couple of weeks, definitely want to get your tickets, because in order to work with everybody the way that I do on a very one-on-one basis, I take only a set number of people.
Understand.
Because I want to be sure you walk away with what I want you to walk away with, something that's going to be tangible and get you started. And then if you enroll into the program, then you go into the the group sessions, which we meet every month. There's a group meeting every month. And then each participant in the program gets a one-on-one 60-minute session with me quarterly. So you're able to sit down and talk with me one-on-one in regard to your goals, where you're straight, where you're stuck, and we
Mm-hmm.
talk about how to get you unstuck and what things need to happen so that you actually stay on target to getting those goals accomplished within those 90 days in that 90
Okay.
day period.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm excited for you. I'm excited for the Believe Vision Academy. I
Thank
probably,
you.
as soon as I see the flyer, I'm probably gonna come to the Vision Goal workshop because I always got look somewhere around here. I keep a list of goals, right? And things that I want to do and accomplish. And Take Two with Tanya was one of them. And I'm glad to say that I was able to get it done in this last quarter of the
Absolutely.
year. And it's going out, it's growing by leaps and bounds. I'm expanding it. I'm starting a book club, so we're going into a book club. uh
Oh, that's
yeah.
awesome because I just, like I said, I love to read. So I'm
Yes, so
definitely let me
I
know
got
about
this
that.
book. You seen this book, We Should All Be Millionaires by Rachel Rogers?
No.
Girl, this book is good. Let me tell you, this book is good. This book is good. This book is good. And this is going to be the first book for the book club. And I guess I'm kind of announcing it right now. I've been working on the landing page and stuff to get it all together. So it'll be coming up soon for everybody to sign in or to sign up for it. And then we're gonna read it together. We'll talk about it. And I was listening to it on Audible, right?
Mhm.
And I was like, this chick is dropping all kind of gems to the point where I was like, I need to get an assistant. She talks about getting an assistant. That's one of the things she talks about. I'm like, I need to get an assistant. And she just made it come to life for me. And I'm like, I know a lot of people that need to hear this and go this. So I'm like, I'm gonna start this book club so we can all learn and share together. But yeah, I'll probably be in your don't let me not be in your. I'm telling you now, I want to be at the vision, and so let it be. I'm saying it publicly. So y'all, if I don't get into class, it's because Tracey did not tell me personally. Tanya, my class is, I'm like, can I cash app you right now? Make sure I get my seat.
I, I got you. I got you. I
Okay, because
got
I'm
you. I
like, I want to
got
get
you.
in the vision and goal thing because I
I
have
got you.
goals I need to do. So anyway, but yes, I
Yeah.
have enjoyed this so much. And I'm so happy, like I said, about the Believe Vision Academy, because so many people need that kind of help. I wrote a book a couple years ago about enough already, tips and techniques for overcoming self-doubt and stuff. So I talked to different people about how they can overcome self-doubt. And that is part of the thing that stunts our belief, because we doubt ourselves. Like I remember I told you I always thought I was too dark, I was too fat. I don't really think I thought I was too fat. When I moved to Atlanta, they made me think I was fat, but where I came from in Arkansas, we were all big. So just how we all look. So, but when I got there, they were like, I was like, so I started having, self-image
Right.
and all that kind of stuff. But nonetheless, I overcame a lot of that. And yeah, so
Yeah.
everybody can
And
do it. Mm-hmm.
yeah, I actually just completed and the book will actually release on January the 21st, the
Uh-huh.
Believe Journal.
Okay.
It is a self-guided journal. So
Okay.
it's going to be 31 short stories. It's a 31-day journal
Mm-hmm.
and it's 31 short stories and it it really uncovers a lot of different parts of my life.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
So but in that each letter is 4 days and you're tackling 4 days of each of the letters. And
Okay.
so then you have action steps and things to do within the journal to take you to the next level. And so I think it's going to be something that like nobody's ever seen before, in my opinion, because I haven't
Right.
seen it,
Mm-hmm.
especially from this letter and this the way that from this standpoint with this word believe.
Uh-huh.
But I'm excited about that and just ready to I know that it changed my life.
Cool. I want a shirt too.
Yes,
I know.
yes.
I want a shirt. So
Yeah, it changed my life, and
yeah.
I know that the people that are in the academy now, I see that it's changed their lives. And it, to be honest with you, to be absolutely honest, I didn't want to speak like this, but God said you have to.
You do. I mean, Stephen has always said when he was preach, everything that we go through is for us, but it's not about us. So
Mm-hmm.
all the things that Tracey has been through was for Tracey, but it wasn't about Tracey. Say it has birthed this whole thing. And now look at how many lives you're going to affect as a result of having gone through and lived all those things and um come out on the other side, still successful and still going
Yeah.
on and all that kind of stuff. So that in and of itself is a blessing and a testimony and all that kind of
Mm.
stuff. And even having been, gotten a medical diagnosis in 2016, and here we are now, and you're still, going strong and everything is going well. So all of that was for Tracey, but it wasn't about her.
It
So
wasn't.
I know.
It really wasn't. And so I take the mandate, just like the mandate of raising those two beautiful children. I
Mhm.
took that mandate very seriously when God gave it to me.
Uh-huh.
And he gave me this word. He gave me these principles. And so I take that mandate very seriously to
Mhm.
actually tell everybody knows it's going to be something. If somewhere I go, I'm going to talk
Right.
about believe.
Right.
Anywhere I can squeeze it in there, like, yes, I want to plant this nugget.
Right. That's
in your
great.
life.
That's awesome. Well, again thank you so much for sharing. I'm so happy for you, and I want a shirt and I need a ticket to the event. So those two things.
Thank you
Don't
so much
forget.
for having me. I really
Yeah.
appreciate it.
And y'all, my listeners, thank you so much. This concludes another episode of Take Two with Tonia with the lovely Tracey Shorter. Please make sure you like, share, and comment. Like, share, and comment. Like, share, and comment. This episode will really bless someone. It'll bless your friends. It'll bless your sister. It'll bless your mom, anybody that you know. So make sure we like, share, and comment. You can find us on all of the podcast outlets as well as on YouTube. This will be up on YouTube for those of you all who like to see a visual component of a podcast. Again, thank you for Take Two, sharing in, listening in with Take Two with Tonia. See you next week. Well, that's it for today's episode of Take Two with Tonia. Thank you for joining us. Please be sure to like, share, and comment on whatever platform you happen to be listening to. Remember, if you share, tag me at Take Two with Tonia. I would love to see who all is out there listening. Lastly, remember, you create your own reality and you are 100% responsible for your life. Till next week, I love you all, and this is Tonia with Take Two with Tonia.